Good day. My name's Marlena Rogers, and this is my response to Professor Goh's question regarding our post for week 6. What has research shown regarding the number and types of violations that occur in our professions? Most frequently, the types of violations that include both dual relationship, intimate, and non sexual, failure to get continuing education hours, and misrepresentation of credentials. The study shows that these are the trends in ethical violations. These trends are consistent with what I found in North Carolina. Ethics is the moral principles that govern a person's behavior or the conduct of an activity. Our mental health counseling training includes direction around the requirement of becoming self aware as a counselor. It is important that we understand what our presentation, our behaviors, our issues and deficits, and how they impact our clients, because we are the environment in which the client is exercising out their grievance. So if our environment is not stable and static and healthy, then the client is impacted significantly. The disconnect between the counselor's responsibility to implement these boundaries and to behave ethically and the ability in their inability to recognize their personal deficits, resulting in a lack of self-control regarding their behavior, is a huge pitfall. It is the counselor's responsibility to practice ethically, to abide by the code of ethics as outlined by the ACA 2014, and also to appropriately apply the models of ethical decision making as indicated in our practical handbook for ethical decision making. The two most common complaints to the licensing board were practicing without a license or inaccurate representation of credentials and having a sexual relationship with the client. Ethical complaints resulting in sanctions included dual relationships, where the relationship is both professional and personal and not necessarily sexual. Ethical issues are constantly changing and can be complex, especially as we introduce the social media aspect in terms of communication, sending messages, videos, pictures. Can be complicated if boundaries are not followed. And it's important to note that all ethical infractions, regardless of, the type or frequency or the intention, affect our clients, the public at large, and it is a huge need for every practicing professional to adhere to ethical practices and protocols and policies, because ethics produce trust, and trust is key in our profession. Thank you for listening to my video, and I hope that it was informative.